The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's now time for Ottumwa Softball. Heard right here on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of the Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High Softball is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody, from Houston Field in the City of Bridges. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Andy Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. It's a CIML Metro Conference doubleheader between your Ottumwa Bulldogs and the Des Moines Hoover Huskies. Ottumwa comes in at 15-8 on the season. The Bulldogs are in first place in the Metro with a record of 10-2. Hoover is 5-11. The Huskies are 5-7 in Metro play. We'll start by looking at those standings. Ottumwa 10-2. Des Moines Lincoln even in the loss column, but they've played two fewer games. They're a game back at 8-2. Des Moines East 3 games back at 7-5. Hoover, as we mentioned, 5-7, 5 games back. Roosevelt 4-8, 6 games back, and North is 0-10, 9 games behind the Bulldogs. For OHS, that Monday sweep against East was huge in the Metro race. Not only did OHS increase its lead over East from just 1 game to 3, the Bulldogs also stayed even in the loss column with Lincoln. Now, if you're looking ahead, the rematch against the Rail Splitters will take place on June 29th here in Ottumwa. The Bulldogs and Rails split their first meeting. In the meantime, Ottumwa needs to avoid stumbling against Hoover tonight and then North on the 27th. Not that North is anything to worry about. Regional pairing should probably come out late next week for Class 5A, so tonight is about trying to bank 2 more wins and also trying to avoid a bad loss for regional seeding purposes. Hoover, under second-year head coach Kerrigan Torres, is one of 2 Metro teams along with Roosevelt that's only won games inside the conference. Now, the hitting numbers say the Huskies are actually a solid hitting team, but if you break it down a little bit more, they haven't scored more than 3 runs in any game that wasn't against North or Roosevelt. Their pitching staff has been absolutely mauled this season. Their 4 hurlers all have ERAs north of 11. This is not a team Ottumwa should lose to, not if they want to win the Metro Conference. Now, having said that, when they met on June 14th, just over a week ago, Ottumwa did win both games, but the first game was only 6-2. Before the Bulldogs won the second game 12-1 in 5 innings. OHS kind of played with its food in the opener. That game was actually tied at 2 through 5 innings before Ottumwa took the lead late. OHS then scored 6 in the first inning of the second game on its way to a much easier win. This series was competitive from 2017 to 2019. Ottumwa went 7-5 against Hoover. Hoover won a Class 4A state title in 2018. But the Bulldogs have won the last 6 in the series, and they're 35-9 against the Huskies since 2009. Right now, we'll take a 2-minute timeout and come back with the starting lineups for Game 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other. Because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa! It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs hosting Moines Hoover tonight. Quickly, the starting lineup for the Huskies. Leading off and playing shortstop, Elena Jarrett. Batting second, the left fielder, Brooklyn Royster. Meadow Shackelford, the pitcher, hits third. Alexia Jarrett, the first baseman, hitting cleanup. Ileana Bueso at third base, batting fifth. Caitlin Asher, the center fielder, hits sixth. Haley Morris in right field, batting seventh. Natalie Saldana, the second baseman, bats eighth. And batting ninth is the catcher, Aubrey Hiskey. We'll introduce the Ottumwa lineup and get you ready for game one after the national anthem, which is coming up now. 2 minutes, and we're back with the opening pitch on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High softball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Houston Field. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Game one of our doubleheader between Ottumwa and Des Moines Hoover as the Bulldogs look to stay in first place in the CIML Metro Conference. Tonight is also the night Ottumwa has chosen for its senior night festivities. The Bulldogs honoring the following seniors tonight: Anna Wellings, Chloe Bradley, Addison Ransom, and Amber Schatz. The defense for Ottumwa behind junior pitcher Ashlyn Sheets in game one has Avery Franke in left, Maddie Houck in center, Jordan Pauls in right, Sam Weeks at third, Jocelyn Ware at short, Elle Aller at second, Addison Ransom in first, and Amber Schatz behind the plate. The leadoff hitter for Hoover is Elena Jarrett. And as we go through these Hoover stats, keep in mind they're missing their double. The stats don't have the Monday doubleheader they played against Des Moines North. Elena Jarrett hitting .297, a home run and 6 driven in. Ready for our first pitch of the ball game. It's on its way. In there for a called strike, 0-1. First pitch at 4:59 on a warm summer afternoon in the city of Bridges. The wind and the pitch. Ground ball to short. Ware with the second hop. Throw to first in time for out number 1. One gone for the left fielder, Brooklyn Royster.
Next up, number 5, Brooklyn Royster.
Royster, a sophomore, hitting .531 with 4 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter with some speed. Lefty to lefty, the pitch from Sheets is slapped to third, bobbled, picked up by Weeks. Throw to first, not in time. A line drive that Weeks could not handle cleanly. And the Huskies have a 1-out base runner.
Now batting number 1, Meadow Shackelford.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Meadow Shackelford. Senior hitting .471 with a home run and 8 driven in. Royster at first, 10 stolen bases on the season. First pitch, fouled back to the screen, 0-1. 1 on, 1 out. That play ruled an error. 88 degrees under clear sunny skies here at Houston Field. A light breeze blowing. Northwest wind at 8 miles an hour. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Aces wild on the scoreboard. Number 1 at bat. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Neil Hartz, that one's for you. Royster at first, 1 down for Hoover. Pitch is high, 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Shackelford, the number 3 hitter in the Hoover order. Sheets brings it home, and it's hit in the air to center. Coming on is Maddie Hauk, makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up the first baseman, Alexia Jarrett. Junior hitting .483, their biggest run producer, 3 home runs and 20 batted in. Jarrett, a left-handed hitter. One on, 2 out here in the top of the first, and a ground ball foul to the right side, 0-1 to the elder Jarrett. Alexia Jarrett, a junior. Elena Jarrett, their leadoff hitter, is a sophomore. No balls and a strike to the Husky cleanup hitter. Hoover wearing green jerseys with gold pinstripes and gold trim. As that pitch is outside, 1-1. The Huskies have black pants with dark green socks. White lettering Hoover on the front, white numbers front and back. Ottumwa wearing the red pinstripe jerseys, white lettering Bulldogs on the front, white numbers front and back, white pants with red trim, and the red socks with the white stripes. That pitch popped foul out of play, and the count 1-2 to Alexia Jarrett. Runner on first, 2 down, top 1. Mentioned that Royster at first has stolen 10 bases. She has not made any real sign of wanting to run so far. And that pitch lined right to Aller at second, who makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 left. After half an inning, the Huskies nothing. The Bulldogs are coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa pitched around a 1-out error in the top half, and now the Bulldogs will face Hoover right-hander Meadow Shackelford for the first time today. Shackelford, all right, first off, the Hoover stats do not list any wins or losses for any of their pitchers. Having said that, Shackelford is shown with an ERA of 21. 12 in the third innings pitched, 33 hits allowed, 46 runs, 37 earned, 18 walks, 7 hit batters, 4 strikeouts, opponents hitting .440 against her. The defense behind her has Brooklyn Royster in left, Caitlin Asher in center, Haley Morris in right. Elena Bueso at third, Elena Jarrett at short, Natalie Saldana at second, Alexia Jarrett at first, and Aubrey Hiskey behind the plate. Jocelyn Ware will lead it off for Ottumwa. First pitch on the way, and that's grounded foul into the Ottumwa dugout, or off the short wall there next to it. Count is 0-1. Ware comes in batting .368 with 14 runs batted in. The 0-1. Bunt at third base side, very good bunt, fielded by Shackelford. Throw to first is in time, though, for out number one. A nice play by Meadow Shackelford. Cut in front of the third baseman, Bueso, to get that ball, and had to do it or would not have had time to make the play. One down for Ella Aller. The second baseman hitting .398, a home run and 16 driven in. First pitch, letter high strike, 0-1. One to the Bulldogs' second baseman. The next offering is swung on and fouled back right in front of us, 0-2. Aller in an 0-2 hole, got to protect the plate here. The pitch from Shackelford, and that's fouled back, again right to the backstop in front of us, still 0-2. One out, nobody on for Ottumwa here in the bottom of the first. No score, Bulldogs into Moines Hoover. Huskies and Bulldogs, it's a dog-eat-dog world. The 0-2. Hit in the air to center, and drifting back to make the catch is Caitlin Asher for out number 2. That'll bring up Amber Schatz. Amber hitting .429, 4 home runs, 20 driven in. Two out, nobody on. First offering to Schatz. High, ball 1. One and 0 to the Bulldog number 3 hitter. The next offering from Shackelford is grounded sharply off the pitcher's glove out to Jarrett at short. The throw to first is in time for a 1-6-3 putout that will end the first inning as Ottumwa goes in order. We've played one, there's no score on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Performance Pipe in Bloomfield is hiring. They have 3 classifications open for hire: molding operators, a molding setup, and a maintenance position. Performance Pipe offers a competitive benefit package including medical, life insurance, pension plan, 401k, paid vacation, and holidays. Applicants must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. To apply, go to cpchem.com. Click Careers, type in Bloomfield to see the details of each job and apply for the one that best suits you. Or Google Performance Pipe in Bloomfield and ask for D. Chevron Phillips Chemical Company is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Fine. What is that noise? Top of the second inning. Ottumwa nothing, Moines Hoover nothing. Bulldogs softball. Brought to you by Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive for 24/7 emergency plumbing services, including nights, holidays, and weekends. Roto-Rooter Ottumwa, your specialists in plumbing and water cleanup. By Bridge City Realty, whether you're looking to buy your next home or sell your current property, they'll be with you every step of the way. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's trusted experts. And by Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. No score, Ottumwa and Hoover as the Huskies bat here in the top of the second inning. 5, 6, and 7 due up. Ileana Bueso, Caitlin Asher, and Haley Morris. Bueso, the third baseman, just out of 8th grade, hitting .385 with 6 runs batted in. First pitch from Ashlyn Sheets in there for a strike, 0-1. Sheets, by the way, coming into this start, her 13th start of the year, 9-4, also has a save. 3.34 ERA. Team's hitting .267 against her. Now the 0-1. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sheets 60 strikeouts in 81 2/3 innings. That's still off her pace from last year, but starting to strike out more. She had 11 Ks in her win over Hoover last week. There is a soft liner in the center, and it's a base hit. First hit of the game for either team is a leadoff single by Bueso here in the second inning. That'll bring up the center fielder, Caitlin Asher. Asher, a junior, hitting .320 with 3 runs batted in.
Now batting number 15, Caitlin Asher.
Bueso at first, 5 steals on the season. First pitch came in low, a late flash of a bunt by Asher, but never offered at it. 1 ball, no strikes. Sheets spins the ball on her left hip. Now the 1-0. Bunted foul behind the plate, 1-1. Runner on first and nobody out for Hoover here in the top of the second. We're scoreless. Bulldog baseball is also playing Hoover tonight over at John Hart Stadium as that ball fouled off to the right, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. By the way, I would assume that the runner on first, Ileana Bueso, was related to Tomas Bueso. He was a pitcher and infielder for the Hoover baseball team that we saw last week. The 1-2 low and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Caitlin Asher. The right fielder, Haley Morris, on deck. Mandy Moore calls out the code for the pitch call. And now the 2-2. Just inside. Or nope, called strike 3 for out number 1. I was watching Ember's shot. She threw down to second there, kind of chasing Bueso back to first. First strikeout for Sheets, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. And here is the right fielder, Haley Morris. Sophomore hitting .154 with 4 runs batted in. First pitch missed high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 1 out, 1 on. And the next offering low and away, 2-0. Sheets has her next pitch called, the 2-0. Pop up foul right side, not very high. It's going to land out of reach of Addison Ransom. 2-1 the count. Ball was maybe no more than 7 or 8 feet high tops. 2-1 the count. Lefty to righty the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ileana Bueso, the runner at first for Hoover. The pitch poked foul off to the right, out of play. We stay at 2-2 to Haley Morris. Natalie Saldana, the second baseman, is on deck for the Huskies. Both teams in pinstripes today. I do like that look. The pitch, ground ball fair off the glove of Ransom, picked up behind the bag by Aller, but everybody's safe. First and second, 1 out. Addison Ransom unable to field that ball in fair territory. Second error of the game committed by Ottumwa. 2 on, 1 out for Saldana. The junior hitting .050, 1 for 20. Again, the stats for Hoover do not count their Monday doubleheader with Des Moines North, as not only were stats not posted, as of earlier this afternoon, the scores hadn't even been posted. Pitch is a strike to Saldana, 0-1. Now, for our purposes of the conference race, we have counted those as wins for Hoover. think that's a safe assumption. Hoover blew out North twice earlier this year. Here's the 0-1. Chopper to first, fielded this time by Ransom. Steps on the bag for out number 2 as runners advance to second and third. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Aubrey Hiskey, a sophomore hitting 174 with an RBI. Two on, two out, a soft single to start the inning, a one-out error. Now second and third, 2 away, and that pitch high and tight to Hiskey, ball 1. Hiskey with a very interesting batting helmet. It's black on the front, then kind of fades to gold on the back. A two-tone helmet. As she pops this pitch foul back to the screen, 1-1. Kind of reminiscent, and I don't think they have this anymore, but a few years ago in the NFL, the Jacksonville Jaguars had two-tone helmets. Kind of faded from one color to the other, similar to what Hiskey's batting helmet does. It's an interesting look. 1-1, second and third, 2 down. The pitch, pop up, shallow center, who wants it? And it'll be the second baseman, Aller, out on the grass to make the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the second. No score on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the second inning, Ottumwa 0, Hoover 0, Bulldogs softball. Brought to you by Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa's favorite place to eat. By Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street, Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family. And by Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. Over at John Hart Stadium, the Ottumwa baseball team off to a rough start. Hoover scored 3 in the top of the first. Bulldogs a couple of errors over there. They'll have to try to bounce back. Again, both Ottumwa softball and baseball teams are in first place, and they're both playing teams that they swept last week. These are teams that, when you look at the records and the numbers, Ottumwa should be sweeping both of these series tonight, but you don't play games on paper, you play them out on the field, and we'll need to see execution from both softball and baseball tonight if Ottumwa wants to maintain where they are in first place in the conference. Jordan Paul's the lead off the second inning against the right-hander Meadow Shackelford. And the first pitch is on the inside corner to Paul's 0-1. Jordan on the year hitting .321, 4 home runs, and a team-high 23 runs batted in. Oh, 0-1 to the Bulldog right fielder. The pitch, high and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mandy Moore in the third base coaching box, no doubt enjoying the shade provided by the press box. Here's the 1-1. High, 2-1. Jordan digs back in. Meadow Shackelford's 2-1. Lifted to left, not going to carry. Underneath it and making the catch is Royster for out number 1. 1 down for the pitcher, Ashlyn Sheets. Ashlyn hitting .290 with 11 runs batted in. Righty to lefty now. First pitch to Sheets. Missed outside, ball 1. Ashlyn digs back in. The 1-0 offering. That's lifted to right, shallow, and that will get down for a base hit. The Bulldogs have their first hit and first base runner. Sheets on with 1 out. That'll bring up Sam Weeks. We'll get a courtesy runner for Ashlyn Sheets. And that will be Hunter Caldwell.
Now batting number 11, Sam Weeks.
So Caldwell at first with one out. Here is Weeks. Sam hitting .273, a home run and 8 driven in. Ottumwa has 10 home runs as a team this season. Pauls and Shots each have 4. Aller has 1 and Weeks has 1. 1 on, 1 out, no score, bottom second. First pitch to Sam. In the dirt. Starting and stopping as Caldwell gets back to first. Count 1-0 to Weeks. Second straight left-handed batter for Shackelford to face, and this pitch upstairs 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Again, the numbers say all of Hoover's pitching has been very hittable this year. As the 2-0 to Sam is in the dirt, got away a little bit from the catcher Hiskey, and Caldwell down to second alertly on the wild pitch. In scoring position now, and Weeks has a 3-0 count. The 3-0 offering on the way. That's ball 4, and it gets away. Caldwell racing down to third. The 4-pitch walk drawn by Weeks, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Runners on the corners with one down for Matty Hauk. The Bulldogs center fielder has that average up to .292 with 10 runs batted in. Ottumwa with its first scoring opportunity of the game. Runners on the corners and one down, the pitch to Matty. That's a strike. Racing for second is Weeks. Hoover will not throw through. Second and third now, 2 in scoring position. Hauk with an 0-1 count. The 0-1. Way high, all the way to the backstop. Caldwell coming home. The throw to the plate, not in time. Again, not a lot of foul territory behind the plate. The ricochet back to Hiskey. The play fairly close, but Caldwell got the foot in. 1-0 on the third wild pitch of the inning. Down to third goes Weeks. Count even at 1-1 to Hauk. One ball, one strike. The pitch. Inside 2-1. After a flyout started this inning, we've seen a single, a wild pitch, a walk and another wild pitch, a stolen base, a third wild pitch, run home, another runner at third, only one out, 2-1 to Matty. Lined off the pitcher's glove after the shortstop Jarrett, the throw to first. In time for the out. Scoring is Weeks. It's 2-0. That is the second 1-6-3 putout that Hoover's had. Maddie will get an RBI. That is her 11th of the year. 2 out, nobody on for Addison Ransom, the senior, getting the start here in game 1 tonight. First pitch, way high, ball 1. Ransom 3 for 12 on the season with an RBI. She had the only RBI in Ottumwa's season opening doubleheader at Johnston. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, tough break for Matty Hauk. She hit that shot up the middle. Shackelford got a glove on it and probably didn't mean to deflect it over to Jarrett, the shortstop, but she did. Pitch in the dirt. 2-1 to Ransom. Two balls and a strike. Ransom ready. And the pitch. High, 3-1. Avery Frankie, the number 9 hitter, on deck. We had a brief camera issue there, but Annie has it locked down. We've got the video feedback on. Now the 3-1. In the dirt, ball 4. Another walk drawn by Ottumwa, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance. Ransom draws a free pass, and that'll give Frankie a chance here in the second inning. Avery hitting .215, Couple of doubles and 5 runs batted in. Ottumwa up 2-0, 2-out runner on first. This could be an important at-bat in this inning as Frankie chokes up a bit. First pitch, high, ball 1. If Hoover is able to retire Ottumwa's number 9 hitter, then Bulldogs will settle for 2 in the inning. But if you get Frankie on, if Avery finds a way to reach, then you're back to the top of the order with at least a runner in scoring position. Ransom the runner at first and 2 down. The 1-0. Popped it up, front of the plate, and the catcher Hiskey falls down and cannot make the plate. Hitter in fair territory. Going all the way to third is Ransom. And there will be runners on the corners with 2 out for Ware. When Hiskey hit the deck trying to get to that pop-up, and she's taking a moment, doubled over in pain. I hope she's okay. And her head coach, Kerrigan Torres, is going to come out to check on her young catcher. That ball wasn't very high in the air. I'm not sure if Hiskey found it right away. It wasn't in the air long enough for the third baseman, Buesa, or the pitcher, Shackelford, to get there, but Hiskey not quite able to get there, then fell down reaching for it. And then when the ball landed in fair territory, it bounced up and hit her in the body and then ricocheted foul. It might have spun foul on its own had it not been touched. And then on the play, Ransom never stopped running, ended up at third, as there was nobody covering third base. That will be an error on the catcher. And now Frankie runs and pitch in the dirt they wouldn't have thrown through anyway. Steal for Frankie. 1-0 to Ware, now 2 in scoring position with 2 out. See if Ottumwa can take advantage of the opportunity to add to this 2-0 lead. The 1-0 to Ware, who's 0 for 1. Up and in, 2-0. Ware tried to bunt her way on her first time up, but was thrown out on a nice play by Shackelford. By the way, one more note on Ransom going to third after that pop-up fell, or maybe we'll get to it here. That pitch popped up, left side, and the pitcher Shackelford makes the catch to retire the side. So Ottumwa not able to take advantage of that 2-out error. The Bulldogs do get 2 runs on just 1 hit, 1 error, and leave 2. We go to the third, 2-0 Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the third inning, Bulldogs softball brought to you by Reflection Studio next to New Care Pharmacy in downtown Ottumwa. Looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. By Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, your local pediatric provider. Mercy One Ottumwa, your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercy1.org. And by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications, Lisco of Fairfield. Top of the order for Hoover, Bulldogs softball leading 2-0 as we go to the top of the third. Ashlyn Sheets has allowed 1 hit in 2 innings. Jared grounded to short her first time up. That pitch low and away, ball 1. Each team with only 1 hit, but the Bulldogs have played it a pair, taking advantage of some wildness by Hoover starter Meadow Shackelford. The 1-0 from Sheets, in there for a strike, 1-1. Over at John Hart Stadium, better news, the Bulldog baseball team gave up 3 to Hoover in the top of the first, but Ottumwa scored 4 in the bottom half. So 4-3 Bulldog baseball leading the Huskies after 1. Back here at Houston Field, the 1-1 is chopped foul behind the plate by Elena Jarrett, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Top of the third, 2-0 Bulldogs. Here's the 1-2. Fly ball foul down into the right field corner and out of play. We'll do it again at 1-2. Sheets still looking for her first strikeout. Jarrett's only struck out 4 times all year, and she lines this one into shallow center down for a leadoff single. Second hit for the Huskies, second straight inning they've had a leadoff single. And the batter is Brooklyn Royster, who reached on an error her first time up. Jarrett at first, 8 for 8 in stolen base tries. Two nothing Ottumwa. Hoover with the runner on first and nobody out in the top of the third. First pitch, bunted out and missed, strike one. Oh, and 1 to the left-handed batting Royster. Ashland rocks and fires, and it's bunted out and missed again, 0-2. Couple of good pitches by Sheets and Royster, even though she squared up, unable to make contact. Now 0-2. Pitch on the way. Slapped at and missed, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Royster set down by Sheets on 3 pitches. Ashland's first strikeout brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. Pardon me, that's her second strikeout. Struck out Asher in the first inning. 1 on, 1 out for Meadow Shackelford, who flew out to center her first time up. Lefty to righty, Sheets to Shackelford. Ground ball in the hole, it's short, and all the Ware can do is knock it down. That'll be an infield hit for Shackelford. 2 on, 1 out for Alexia Jarrett. Hoover already with its third hit, out hitting Ottumwa 3-1, but the Bulldogs lead where it counts. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Shackelford hit it harder first time up, but right at Aller. That pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Ottumwa leading 2-0, but Hoover 2 on, 1 out, and their best run producer at the plate in the junior first baseman Alexia Jarrett. Doesn't bother with batting gloves as she stands in, and the pitch lined into left center. That's down for a base hit. Runner around third coming home. Another runner coming to third. The throw not in time. RBI single for Jarrett. It's 2-1. And runners on the corners with 1 out for Bueso. Ileana Bueso had a soft single her first time up. 3 hits in the inning now for the Huskies. First pitch, in there for a strike to Bueso, 0-1. You wouldn't look at Jarrett and think base stealer, but Alexia Jarrett, 8 for 8 in stolen base tries according to the stat sheet. Now the 0-1 to Bueso. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. No sign of Jarrett running right now. 1 ball, 1 strike. A run home for Hoover here in the third. Runners on the corner, still only 1 out. The pitch from Sheets. That's a strike. Runner goes. They throw to second. Now the runner coming home. The throw, the tag, and out at the plate is Shackelford for out number 2. And for some reason, going back to first is Jarrett. So that is a 2-4-2 caught stealing at the plate for out number 2. Jarrett took off kind of hesitantly, trying to draw a throw. They're double-checking the count. They say 1-0. I thought there was more than one pitch in this sequence. Well, sir, was that last pitch a ball? I would have had 2-1. 2-1, sir. All right, 2-1 the count. That pitch up high, 3-1. Folks, I just became a part of the game for a moment there. I keep track of the balls and strikes in the scorebook for a reason. I'm glad I did. Now the 3-1. In there for a strike count is full 3-2. Three balls, two strikes. Now the payoff. Liner caught by Aller at second, and the inning is over. So Hoover gets a run on 3 hits, and they leave 1. We go to the bottom of the third. Bulldogs 2, Huskies 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning, Ottumwa High Softball brought to you by Lee's Photography. Ottumwa, capturing all the special moments in your life, such as weddings, sports, senior photos, family portraits, and more. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, capturing memories to last a lifetime. And by Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, your premium broadband provider expanding into Wapello County. Please go to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com to express interest in fiber internet at your home. Ottumwa 2, Des Moines Hoover 1 as the Bulldogs bat here in the bottom of the third. Again, interesting sequence after Hoover scored their run. They had runners on the corners and 1 out. And Alexia Jarrett, the runner at first, took off for second. Ottumwa, instead of throwing down to second, threw to the second baseman, Ella Aller, who stayed in her position, trying to draw the runner Shackelford to go home, which she did, and the throw home was in time. A nice tag applied by the catcher, Amber Schatz. What was interesting, and I'm not sure what other word to use for it, was that after that throw home, Alexia Jarrett went back to first. Ottumwa gave her second base, and she went back to first instead. I wasn't sure about that, but it didn't end up mattering as Boyce lined out to end the inning. Now Ella Aller leads off the bottom of the third, and the pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Aller flew out to center her first time up. Meadow Shackelford in the circle for Hoover. She set Ottumwa down in order in the first. In fact, retired the first 4 Bulldog hitters, but got wild in the second inning, and Ottumwa got 2 runs with only 1 hit. Pitch in the dirt again to Aller, 2-0. Ottumwa 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 errors. Hoover 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. None of the errors factored into any of the runs. 2-0 to Aller, and the next offering, swing and a miss, 2 balls and a strike. Might have gotten a piece of it as it rolls back to the backstop, but either way, 2-1. Two and 1 to Aller. The next offering, high, 3-1. Shots and Pauls to follow if anybody gets on sheets. And Sam Weeks, you get to Weeks, you're probably having a pretty good inning. 3-1 to the Bulldogs' second baseman. Pitch on the way. High fly to center, but it's going to hang up there for Asher, who makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Amber Schatz, who hit a hard ground ball off the glove of the pitcher Shackelford that deflected to the shortstop Jarrett. And Schatz was retired 1-6-3 to end the first inning. Hoover actually turned to 1-6-3 in the second inning as well. First pitch, Amber swings at a low one and grounds it foul, third base side 0-1. Well, I almost feel like Ottumwa's a bit too aggressive at the plate right now, since Shackelford's not getting as many in the zone as she would like. Now the 0-1. Line foul off to the left 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. One out, nobody on here in the bottom of the third. A 2-1 Ottumwa lead at the moment. The pitch. Amber checks her swing. It comes in high, 1-2. Right-handed batting slugger awaiting a 1-2 pitch from Shackelford. It's on the way. And a foul back as shot stays alive at 1-2. Still 1-2 to shots. 2-1 Ottumwa with a score here in the bottom of the third inning. That pitch lined in a right, pretty well hit, but over to make the catch is Haley Morris for out number 2. That'll bring up Jordan Pauls, who flew out to left her first time up. Well, we ran off some pretty scary numbers for Shackelford coming in, but Ottumwa's only had 1 hit. That pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Bulldogs struggled to get going in game 1 the first time around against Hoover. That game was tied at 2 after 5, and then Ottumwa got 1 in the 6th and 3 in the 7th. Ground ball fair down the third base line past Bueso. That's a 2-out single for Jordan Pauls. As a left fielder, Royster gets it back in. Second hit of the game for the Dogs, and then I'll bring up Ashlyn Sheets, who has the only other hit. A single with 1 out in the second inning that started Ottumwa's 2-run rally. First pitch here to Sheets. In there for a strike, 0-1. One to the Bulldog pitcher. The next offering in the dirt. Good stop by Hiskey. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball was dropped by Hiskey, and down to second goes Pauls. They throw down there, but way late. That'll be a passed ball. So Jordan in scoring position, Sheets with a 1-2 count. The pitch, way high, 2-2. This is the second time Ottumwa's faced Shackelford this year. She started game 2 of the doubleheader last week, and Ottumwa touched her for 8 runs, although only 2 were earned in 4 innings. Closer game here to this point. The 2-2 to Sheets. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, pitch in the dirt. Hiskey picks it up, lobs it down to first in time, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left after 3. Ottumwa 2, Hoover 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 4th inning, tight one here at Houston Field so far. Bulldog softball leading Des Moines Hoover 2-1. Again, a ball game that Ottumwa needs to win to maintain their spot atop the CIML Metro Conference. They're a game ahead of second-place Lincoln, but tied in the loss column. Hoover will have 6, 7, 8 due up in their order. Asher, Morris, and Saldana. Caitlin Asher called out on strikes her first time up. First pitch popped foul to the right off the screen for strike one. Oh and 1 to the Hoover center fielder. The next offering from Ashlyn Sheets. In there for a strike 0 and 2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, low and away, 1 and 2. Over at John Hart Stadium, the Ottumwa baseball team has extended its lead over Des Moines Hoover to 6-3 after 2 innings. That update courtesy of our good buddy Scott Jackson. 1 and 2 the count here to Caitlin Asher for the Huskies. The pitch from Sheets, fouled off to the screen again. Somewhat 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors. Hoover 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 error. 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. Another 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to short. Ware charges, fields, throws, got her, 1 down. That'll bring up Haley Morris, who reached on an error her first time up. Right-handed batting right fielder digs in. Made a nice catch on the Shots line drive last inning. Takes a strike here, 0 and 1. Bulldogs 2 in the second, Hoover 1 in the third. Huskies batting 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the fourth. The 1-1 from Ashlyn. Fly ball to center, and right in her tracks. Maddie Houck will make the catch, 2 down. That'll bring up the second baseman, Natalie Saldana, who grounded to first her first time up.
Now batting number 7.
2 out, nobody on as Ashlyn Sheets seeks her first 1-2-3 inning. First pitch on the way. Low and away, ball 1. I talk about this a lot, but this is an important at-bat for Sheets here. If you retire Saldana, you get to start the 5th inning with the number 9 hitter, Hiskey. If Saldana gets on base and Hiskey gets her at-bat, then you have to face the leadoff hitter in the 5th first. And we'll get out of it as there's a ground ball to Ransom, steps on the bag, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Huskies. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Bulldogs 2, Hoover 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people with goals, people who want to save more, people that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Ottumwa 2, Hoover 1, Bulldogs softball here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Tomorrow, Ottumwa baseball and softball travel to Southeast Polk to take on the Rams. We will broadcast baseball tomorrow. And then Friday, Ottumwa softball will head to their annual trip to the Cedar Rapids Jefferson tournament. Now, softball fans, I should inform you that at least as of today, we've been told that Cedar Rapids Jefferson will not allow us to live video stream. They'll only allow us to do radio on Friday. We are going to try to talk them out of that decision. But there is a chance it will be radio only on Friday. We'll still go. We'll still bring you a broadcast. I've not missed an Ottumwa trip to Jefferson for that tournament my entire time here. But just a caution, folks, that if you were not able to make that trip, it's a Friday morning, 10:45 first pitch. Ottumwa will play Dubuque Hempstead and then play Bettendorf on Friday in Cedar Rapids. If you weren't able to make the trip, you're hoping to watch on video, be alerted that we've been told they're not going to allow us to have video on Friday. Sam Weeks will lead off the bottom of the fourth for Ottumwa. First pitch is outside, ball one. Sam walked, stole a base, and scored a run in the second inning. Bulldogs leading Hoover 2-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. Now the 1-0. High fly ball to right center, pretty well hit, going back, reaching up, and making the catch in front of the fence is the center fielder Asher for out number one. Weeks did not miss a home run by much. One down for Maddie Hauk, who had an RBI ground out her first time up. It's almost still being out-hit 3-2, but leading 2-1. First pitch, Maddie bunts at it and misses, strike one. Again, I don't know how accurate the Hoover numbers are. Again, they don't list any wins or losses for their pitchers. But if the other numbers are to be believed, it's kind of shocking that Ottumwa only has 2 hits. The 0-1 grounded foul down the third base line, 0-2. Shackelford, again, shown as coming into the game with an ERA of 21 and teams hitting .440 against her. 33 hits allowed in just 12 in the third innings. But Ottumwa's only touched her for 2 hits. There's a ground ball to third, bobbled by Bueso, picks it up, throw to first. Not in time. That's not a hit, but it is a base runner, 1 on, 1 out. An error by Bueso allows Hauk to reach. Second error committed by the Huskies. Let's see if Ottumwa can take advantage here with Addison Ransom, who walked her first time up, was eventually stranded at third. After Ottumwa had scored 2 runs in the second inning, they had nobody on, 2 out. Ransom walked. Frankie reached on an error. As Ransom takes a strike here, 0-1. Bulldogs had second and third for Ware, but Ware popped up to end that second inning. So the Bulldogs up 2-1, but feel like they've left at least 1 or 2 more runs out there. 0-1 to Ransom, the number 8 hitter in the order. And the pitch, runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw down to second, not in time. Stolen base for Maddie Hauk. It's 0-2 to Addison, now with the runner in scoring position. For Maddie Hauk, that's steal number 12 on the year. It leads the team. Ransom takes called strike 3 for out number 2. Second strikeout for Meadow Shackelford. So it's up to Avery Frankie, who reached on an error her first time up. Hauk at second with 2 down. And the pitch, way high, ball 1. Two runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Dogs. 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Huskies. The 1-0 to Avery. Chopped foul back behind the plate, 1-1. Well, it's almost just not squaring up the pitches of Shackelford right now. One ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th inning. Runner at second, 2 down, and the pitch. High and away with the runner going. The throw to third won't nearly be in time as Maddie steals third, standing up her second steal of the inning. 13 on the season, 2-1 to Frankie. And now that opens up a few other possibilities. A wild pitcher pass ball could score the run here. The 2-1. Liner, diving stop at short by Jarrett. The throw to first, not in time. Ball got away, but it's backed up. Infield hit for Avery Frankie and an RBI as Hauk scores, and it's 3-1. And the Bulldogs cash in the 1-out error on a 2-out RBI single by Frankie. That was a great diving stop by Elena Jarrett, but in the hole, and far too deep to retire the speedy Frankie. For Avery, that's RBI number 6. Here's Jocelyn Ware 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop-up. There's a ground ball foul down the third baseline, 0-1. Feels like Ware's been a little bit out in front in all of her at-bats so far. 0-1 to the Bulldogs shortstop. Frankie at first with 2 down. Might she be in motion here? Avery stole a base in the second inning. And that pitch bounces in there, goes to the backstop. Avery doesn't have to steal second. She'll take it on the wild pitch. 1-1 to Ware. One ball, one strike. Avery now at second. Very good speed out there. A base hit to the outfield. Likely plates a run here. The 1-1. Outside 2-1. Two balls and a strike to Ware. Ottumwa's already got a run home in the inning. They lead 3-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fly ball to shallow center. That is caught on the run. A basket catch by Caitlin Asher to retire the side. If that gets down, another run scores. The Bulldogs get a run on a hit and an error. They leave one. We go to the 5th. Ottumwa 3, Hoover 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
If you've got more to do than time to do it, you deserve some hard-working help. Introducing the all-electric Ranger XP Kinetic, the most powerful utility side-by-side ever made. With an advanced electric drivetrain, lithium-ion batteries, and remarkably quiet operation. Now the world's hardest-working people have a revolutionary choice in how jobs get done. Ranger XP Kinetic.
Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 5th inning, Ottumwa's got a little breathing room. They lead Hoover 3-1. Bulldog softball here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Over at John Hart Stadium, after 3 innings in baseball, Ottumwa now leads Hoover 7-3. The Bulldogs gave up 3 in the top of the first over there, but have scored 7 unanswered since. 9-1-2 back at Houston Field. Due up for Hoover in the top of the 5th. Aubrey Hiskey, Aleda Jarrett, and Brooklyn Royster. Hiskey popped out her first time up. And we talked at the end of the top of the 4th how it was important for Ashlyn Sheets to retire the number 8 hitter and end the inning and make Hoover lead off with their number 9 hitter. That mission accomplished, but now the job for Ashlyn Sheets is to make sure that Hoover's number 9 hitter doesn't get on to start the inning ahead of their best hitters, Jarrett, Royster, Shackelford, Jarrett. That pitch, a little flare out to second base, and a running catch made by Jocelyn Ware for out number 1. So Hiskey pops out, and Sheets does complete the second part of that equation. Now it's 1 out for Elena Jarrett, who's grounded out. She singled and scored in the 3rd inning. Sheets will go to work. Her first offering to Jarrett is a high chopper to short, picked on the short hop by Ware, throw to first and 2 down. That was a tougher play than it looked as Jocelyn Ware saw that big hop coming towards her, knew she couldn't get there before it hit, so played the short hop and played it well. 2 down for Brooklyn Royster, who has reached on an error and has struck out. Sheets has struck out 2, has not walked a batter through 4 2/3. First pitch, outside, ball 1. One and 0 to the left-handed batting left fielder, Brooklyn Royster. The pitch, swing and a miss, 1 ball, 1 strike. Some of these names are familiar, of course, if you were with us during basketball season. Both Jarrett's played basketball. I believe Royster plays basketball. I think Shackelford played as well. As the 1-1 is outside, 2 balls and a strike. Two out, nobody on, top of the 5th. Ottumwa 3, Hoover 1. Lefty to lefty, Sheets to Royster. Swing and a miss, 2 2. 3-1 Ottumwa. Sheets trying to set Hoover down in order for the second straight inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout for Sheets, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. And another 1-2-3 frame for Ashland. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Bulldogs 3, Huskies 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Ottumwa 3, Hoover 1. Bulldogs again playing a close game 1 with the Husky team that's 5-11. Ottumwa 15-8 coming in. Heart of the order, 2, 3, and 4. Aller, Schatz, and Pauls. Ella Aller has flied out to center twice. Ottumwa, 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. Hoover, 1 run, 4 hits, 2 errors. First pitch on the way to Aller. Way high, ball 1. Bright sunshine here at Houston Field. Another warm summer afternoon for a doubleheader. The 1-0. Popped it up right side. Underneath it, the second baseman, Saldana, makes the catch, 1 down. Well, Ottumwa's gotten under a lot of pitches so far in this game. Here's Amber Schatz, who has grounded out and lined out 0 for 2. Well, right now, the top 3 in the Ottumwa order are a combined 0 for 8. I don't think that's happened all year. First pitch. There's a ground ball right back to Shackelford. Throw to first, 2 down. Make that 0 for 9 from the top 3. And the batter, Jordan Pauls, who's 1 for 2 with a single.
Now batting number 21, Jordan Pauls.
Let's see if Jordan can spark a 2-out rally here. Ottumwa leading 3-1, bottom of the 5th. First pitch from Shackelford to Pauls. Upstairs, ball 1. Jordan digs back in. And the 1-0. High and away, 2-0. Ottumwa's best inning was the second inning when they scored 2 runs. Only had 1 hit, but they drew a couple of walks. They were patient that inning. They haven't been all that patient in the other frames. Jordan has worked the count in her favor. Here's the 2-0. That one misses a little bit high, 3-0. Ashland Sheets on deck. Now the 3-0 pitch. Taken all the way up and in, ball 4. 4-pitch walk drawn by Pauls, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Third walk drawn by the Bulldogs, first one since the second inning. Here's Ashland Sheets, who has singled and struck out 1 for 2. Sheets struck out chasing a low and away pitch, 2-2 her last time up. First pitch on the way. And there is a slow chopper to the right side, fielded by the second baseman Saldana. Throw to first, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 left. After 5, Ottumwa 3, Hoover 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice, basically from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the sixth inning. Ottumwa 3, Hoover 1. Bulldogs 2 in the second, Hoover 1 in the third, Ottumwa 1 in the fourth. Ashlyn Sheets has allowed 1 run on 4 hits, has yet to walk a batter, has struck out 3. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Huskies, Shackelford, Alexia Jarrett, and Bueso. This kind of feels like the key inning here for Sheets. Get through the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, and then you can deal with the bottom part of the order in the 7th. Shackelford is 1 for 2 with a single and a flyout.
Leading off, number 1, Meadow Shackelford.
Senior pitcher digs in. Ashlyn Sheets, the junior, steps to the rubber. First pitch of the 6th inning is grounded to short. Ware's got it. Long throw across on the money for out number 1. Jocelyn's been busy over there. That's 4 putouts, 3 in the last 3 innings. Alexia Jarrett is 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. Lefty to lefty, first pitch. Pop foul back to the screen, strike 1. 0-1 the count to the elder Jarrett. Sheets has her sign, the 0-1. Up and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. An unexpected pitcher's duel here in game 1. Ottumwa 3, Hoover 1. Teams have only combined for 7 hits. 3 for Ottumwa, 4 for Hoover. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Got her to chase 1 low and away, 1 and 2. 1 out, nobody on. Cleanup hitter at the plate. And the 1-2. Ground ball right side, but past Aller into right center for a base hit. And Alexia Jarrett is 2 for 3. 5th hit of the game for the Huskies. That breaks a string of 8 in a row set down by Sheets. And that'll bring up Ileana Bueso, who is 1 for 2 with a single and a line out. One on, 1 out, the pitch. Low and away, ball 1. Ashlyn Sheets trying to pitch around the 1-out single. And the 1-0 to Bueso is swung on and fouled into the catcher's mitt, strike 1. Bulldogs 10-2 in conference play, a game ahead of Lincoln, who's 8-2. Here's the 1-1. On the outside corner, strike 2. In essence, it is a first place tie, and I say that because the reason Ottumwa's played 2 more games than Lincoln is Lincoln has games they'll play later this week against North, and Lincoln will win those games. Here's the 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. So when those games get played, and assuming Ottumwa wins these 2 games tonight, expect Lincoln and Ottumwa to be in a flat-footed tie. tie they'll try to break on the 29th of this month. That pitch up and in, 3-2. But for Ottumwa to get there in a first-place tie with Lincoln, you've got to win these two tonight. And then you've got to beat North twice on Monday, which shouldn't be an issue. But right now, Ottumwa clinging to a 3-1 lead in the sixth. The 3-2, pop-up foul right side. That'll get down over by the Hoover bullpen. Still 3-2 to Ileana Bueso. This feels like a key pitch here, both for the sixth and seventh innings. 1 on, 1 out for Hoover. You walk Bueso, if she gets on, the tying run is on. You also move them closer to cycling through the order. There's another foul off to the right. We'll do it again at 3-2. Bueso in the number 5 spot. If you can get Bueso and Asher, you'd face 7, 8, and 9 in the seventh and maybe not have to see Elena Jarrett at the top of the order again. But if Hoover gets even one more base runner this inning, whether they score or not, it'll guarantee that player gets an at-bat. That's a pop-up foul right side. Should be playable. Ransom underneath it makes the catch for out number 2 as Bueso fouls out to first. So Alexia Jarrett stays at first. 2 down for Hoover and the batter Caitlin Asher, who was struck out and grounded to short. Asher steps in after a practice swing. First pitch on the way from Ashlyn Sheets to Caitlin Asher. Missed ball 1, a little bit outside. 3-1 Ottumwa here in the top of the sixth. The 1-0 from Sheets, way outside. Snap throw down to first, not in time. 2 balls, no strikes to Caitlin Asher. Hitters count for the Huskies center fielder. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Boy, she chased ball 3. That was in the dirt. It's 2-1. Asher did Ottumwa a favor right there. Let's see if Sheets can capitalize. Instead of 3-0, it's 2 balls and a strike. Sheets with the next offering. That's a little bit high, 3-1. Ashlyn hasn't walked a batter yet tonight. This would not be a good time to do so. Put the tying run at first with 2 out. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Pop foul back to the screen. We're full at 3-2. Alexia Jarrett, the runner at first. 2 out, top 6. Ottumwa 3, Hoover 1. And a 3-2 count to the Hoover center fielder, Caitlin Asher. Mandy Moore calls out the pitch code. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sheets battles back to get her 4th strikeout, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. Inning over, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs looking for insurance. They lead Hoover 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 6th inning, last chance for the Ottumwa offense to add to their lead before they try to finish it off in the 7th. Ottumwa 3, Hoover 1, Bulldog softball here on KBIZ. Over at John Hart Stadium, the Bulldog baseball team leads Hoover 7-4 in the 4th inning. And back here at Houston Field, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 for the Dogs. Weeks, Houck, and Ransom. But it's been the bottom half of the order that's been producing the runs for Ottumwa here in Game 1. Weeks has walked and scored. Houck has an RBI and a run scored in this game. So Weeks, a left-handed batter, will stand in. Meadow Shackelford has pitched a fine game for Hoover. First pitch here. Low and in, ball one. Shackelford walked 2 in the second inning. Ottumwa had a run on just a hit in those 2 walks, but she's only walked 1 other batter. Now the 1-0 to Sam. Outside corner on off-speed pitch, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. The next offering, up and away, 2-1. Tom only had single hits in the second, third, and fourth innings to this point, but they lead by 2. The 2-1. High, 3-1. Maddie Houck on deck. Ashlyn Sheets had a single in the second. Jordan Paul's a single in the third. Avery Frankie an RBI single in the fourth. That's it for a Ottumwa hit so far. The 3-1, and Weeks grounds it foul right side. Count is full, 3-2. Ottumwa just not making a lot of hard contact in this game. That is surprising. 3-2 to Weeks. The payoff pitch. Low and away, ball 4. Leadoff walk brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. And the batter, Maddie Houck, an RBI ground out in the second. Reached on an error, stole 2 bases, and scored a run in the fourth. That run is what's given Ottumwa a 2-run cushion. 3-1 right now, bottom 6. First pitch, high fly ball to center. Drifting over as Asher makes the catch, 1 down. Little surprised that someone didn't have Houck try to bunt there. And the batter, Addison Ransom, who has walked and struck out, 0 for 1. One on, 1 out, 3-1 Ottumwa, bottom of the 6th. Number 8 hitter at the plate for OHS. The pitch. There's a liner into center. That's down for a base hit. Ransom with a single on senior day. Only the 4th hit of the game for Ottumwa, but now 2 on, 1 out for Avery Frankie, who has reached on an error and hit an RBI single.
Next up, number 2, Avery Frankie.
And with runners at first and second and 1 out, might Avery try to bunt here? Not necessarily for a sacrifice, maybe bunting to also try to get on. First pitch, she did bunt it out in front of the plate, picked up, and the throw to first is in time. Good play by the pitcher Shackelford, very quick out of the circle. It will be a sacrifice, 1-3. There are 2 down, but now runners at second and third for Jocelyn Ware. Feels like she's due. 0 for 3, a ground ball to the circle, a pop out to the pitcher, and a fly ball to center. Top 3 in the Ottumwa order, a combined 0 for 9. Ware trying to change that right here. First pitch, grounded foul off to the left. Nice kick stop by Ella Aller in the on-deck circle. 0-1 the count to Ware. Weeks at third, Ransom at second, 2 down, bottom 6. Ottumwa trying to add to its 3-1 lead. The pitch, popped it up left side. Third baseman Bueso near the Ottumwa dugout, unable to make the catch. And Ware gets new life at 0-2 as that ball was in the shade of the press box and right up against it. 0-2 to Ware. Shackelford has her pitch sign. Here it comes. And a line drive, but foul deep to left out of play. Ware squared one up that time, but too early. Still 0-2. Ware trying to make the 7th inning more comfortable for Ashlyn Sheets. Another 0-2 pitch. Line, but foul down the left field line into the Ottumwa bullpen again. I think Chloe Bradley might be warming up for game 2 down there. And Both foul balls hit down into that corner, come back in at the same time, so one of them's returned to the umpire. And Shackelford will pitch with the other. Still 0-2 to Ware. The pitch. In the dirt, good stop by Hiskey. Saved a run for the moment. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ware. Jocelyn trying to find one she can drive into the gap. Second and third, 2 down. Another 1-2. Fly ball, shallow center, and on to make the catch is Asher to end the inning. And Ottumwa's frustrations at the top of the order continue. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. But 3 outs away from a win in Game 1. Bulldogs 3, Hoover 1, going to the top of the 7th on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Performance Pipe in Bloomfield is hiring. They have 3 classifications open for hire: molding operators, a molding setup, and a maintenance position. Performance Pipe offers a competitive benefit package including medical, life insurance, pension plan, 401k, paid vacation, and holidays. Applicants must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. To apply, go to cpchem.com. Click Careers, type in Bloomfield to see the details of each job and apply for the one that best suits you. Or Google Performance Pipe in Bloomfield and ask for D. Chevron Phillips Chemical Company is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 7th inning here at Houston Field. Your Ottumwa softball team leading Des Moines Hoover 3-1, Game 1 of our doubleheader. Over at John Hart Stadium, Game 1 of that doubleheader, Ottumwa now leading Hoover 10-4 as they go to the top of the 5th. Our good buddy Scott Jackson letting us know that Bulldog infielder Tucker Long 3 for 3, 2 RBI, 3 runs scored. Long's bat has started to pick up for Ottumwa here as they are into the second half of the season. Back here at softball, Ashlyn Sheets will try to wrap up the win here. She'll face 7, 8, 9 in the Hoover order. Haley Morris chops it foul at the plate, 0-1. Morris has reached on an error and flied to center, 0 for 2. Ottumwa 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. Hoover 1 run, 5 hits, and 2 errors. Now the 0-1. Lined into center, that's down for a leadoff hit. And Hoover is going to get the tying run of the plate here with nobody out. It'll be Natalie Saldana, who twice has grounded to first. Hoover head coach Kerrigan Torres will call Saldana down for a conference with her. That run Ottumwa scored in the 4th inning looms large. It's an unearned run. Maddie Houck reached on an error, stole second and third, and scored on the 2-out RBI single by Avery Frankie. An unearned run, and it's the reason Ottumwa was up by 2 instead of 1. If this was a 1-run game, I would expect a bunt here by Saldana to try to get the tying run into scoring position, but instead Saldana is the tying run at the plate. Lefty to righty, Sheets to Saldana. And a chopper foul off to the right, 0-1. Saldana really has an opposite field kind of swing, and she's rolled it to Ransom at first twice already today. 0-1 the count. The next offering. Bunted foul back to the screen, 0-2. Saldana trying to catch Ottumwa napping there, but couldn't get the bunt down. No balls, 2 strikes. Morris, the runner at first, has not attempted to steal this year. Now the 0-2. Low and away. Good stop by Amber Schatz in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Morris saw that ball hit the dirt and took a couple steps towards second, but then had to stop. 1-2 to the 8-hitter Saldana. Hiskey, the catcher, on deck. The pitch, fouled back, and we'll do it again. 3-1 Ottumwa, but fasten your seatbelt time here in the top of the 7th. Runner on first and nobody out. Now the 1-2. And it hit her in the helmet, and Hoover's got runners on first and second with nobody out. Saldana says she's okay, hands the bat to Hiskey and heads to first. Hiskey has popped out twice. Boy, that is a big turn of events. Now the go-ahead run at the plate, nobody out. And now Hoover may very well bunt, put two in scoring position with the top of the order on deck. Someone's got to be ready for the bunt here. The pitch wasn't bunting, fouled it back off the screen to the right, 0-1.
Now batting number 22, Aubrey Hiskey.
Well, Hoover had Saldana swing at the first pitch and then try to bunt 0-1. That might have been a similar call here. We'll see. 0-1 to Hiskey. Still feels like a bunting situation here. The 0-1. Didn't show bunt, took a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. Boy, Ashlyn Sheets could really use a strikeout here. 3-1 lead, but 2 on, nobody out for Hoover, top 7. And the leadoff hitter, Elena Jarrett, on deck. The 0-2. Chopper foul just behind the batter's box on the right side. Still 0-2. This game feels like it's closer than it needed to be. That's more on the Ottumwa bats than the pitching right now. Another 0-2. Roller to short, fielded by Ware. She'll tag the runner coming to third for out number 1. That is about the best possible result. A fielder's choice, retiring Morris 6 unassisted, so the lead runner down. Saldana to second. Hiskey, the catcher, reaches on the fielder's choice. And now the batter, Elena Jarrett, who's 1 for 3 with a single and a run. Her other 2 times she grounded to short. First pitch, in there for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 to the Hoover shortstop, Elena Jarrett. 2 on, 1 out, top 7. Ottumwa leading 3-1. The pitch, high and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one to the younger of the Jarretts, the sophomore. And the pitch from Sheets. Ground ball up the middle. That'll sneak into center for a hit. They will stop the runner at third as the throw comes through to the plate. Bases are loaded with 1 out. And the batter is Royster, who is 0 for 3, reached on an error once, struck out twice. Saldana to third, Hiskey to second, Jarrett to first. And the batter is the slap-hitting left fielder, Brooklyn Royster.
Now batting number 5, Brooklyn Royster.
Infield is creeping in against Royster. And Royster looks like she's going to turn around and bat right-handed. Hit left-handed the first 3 times, but now will swing from the right side. Infield in for Ottumwa. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. Ottumwa just not able to open up a bigger lead in this game, and Hoover threatening to make that comeback and haunt them. The 1-0. Outside again, 2-0, no place to put her. 2 balls, no strikes to Royster. Ashlyn Sheets has to throw a strike here, but also needs to make a good pitch. The 2-0. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike, bases loaded, 1 out, top 7. Somewhat clinging to a 3-1 lead. Now the 2-1. High, 3-1. Sheets no margin for error here. A ball forward, make it a 1-run game with still only 1 out. Got to make your best pitch right here. 3 balls and a strike. The pitch. High, ball 4. Her first walk of the game comes at an awful time. A bases loaded walk to Royster. It's 3-2. Saldana scores. Hiskey to third, Jarrett to second, and the batter, Meadow Shackelford, who's 1 for 3 with a single. He's also flied out and grounded out. Infield still in for Ottumwa. First pitch to Shackelford. Ground ball, diving stop by Ware, but no play can be made. It's an infield hit. We're tied at 3. Ware's only hope was maybe to get it to third, but the problem was the ball was in the hole, so Weeks was also heading towards it, and there was nobody covering third. Still only 1 out. And their RBI leader, Alexia Jarrett, at the plate, 2 for 3, 2 singles. The pitch. Line error into center, base hit, Hoover leads. 1 run in, second runner coming home. Here's a throw to the plate. It is off the glove, and a third runner coming home. 3 runs score, and it is 6-3 Huskies. 2-run single for Jarrett, scoring Elena Jarrett and Royster. And then the throw by Houck getting away, allowing Shackelford to score. That'll be an error. Alexia Jarrett to second. 5 runs home, and Ottumwa down 3. And now the Ottumwa infield having a conference in the circle. Ottumwa seemed like they were in control. They're only up 2, but it was the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, 3 hitters batting under 200 coming into this top of the 7th. But Morris singled. Saldana was hit by a pitch with 2 strikes. Ottumwa got 1 out on a fielder's choice, but now single, walk, and 2 more singles. Pitch to Ileana Bueso is a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 offering. Fouled back, 0-2. Runner at second, 1 down, 5 home for Hoover. They lead 6-3, top 7. Ottumwa will have all their shots and balls. 2, 3, and 4 do up in the bottom of the 7th, but they'll have a lot of work to do. Pitch in the dirt, good stop by Shots. Count is 1-2 to Bueso. Sheets with the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off to the right, and we'll do it again. Boy, this kind of feels like game 1 in that Burlington doubleheader a couple of weeks ago when Ottumwa gave up the lead in the 7th. The 1-2. On the inside corner, called strike 3, 2 down. Strikeout number 5 for Sheets. Brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. And here's Caitlin Asher, who was struck out twice and grounded out once, 0 for 3. First pitch, way high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. The next offering, swing and a foul at the plate, 1-1. Asher, the 9th batter in the inning. One and 1 to Caitlin Asher. Ashlyn Sheets just trying to get back into the dugout. The pitch. Popped it up shallow center, racing in is Houck, and Maddie will make the catch to retire the side with the damage done. 5 runs on 4 hits, no errors and 1 left. Go to the bottom of the 7th. Ottumwa needs 3 to tie, 4 to win. They trail 6-3 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Ottumwa didn't think they'd be here, but not only do they have to bat, they've got a mountain to climb. They trail Hoover 6-3. And if Ottumwa cannot come back here, this would be a very tough loss, both in the conference race and for their potential regional seeding. Hoover's only 5-11 overall. They're 5-7 in the Metro, but their only wins are over North 4 times and Roosevelt once. Meadow Shackelford has only allowed 4 hits in 6 innings. Ella Aller is 0 for 3. First pitch of the bottom of the 7th. Outside, ball 1. Ottumwa's got to have base runners here, so the Ottumwa hitters have to be patient. Shackelford has walked 4. Here's the 1-0. Way high and away, 2-0. Ottumwa's had chances to score more than 3. They had second and third, 2 out in the second after they scored 2. Couldn't add to it. They left second and third in the 6th inning as well. 2-0 to Aller. High and away, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Got to find a way to get on any way you can. Get a couple base runners on, you get the tying run to the plate. 6-3 Hoover, bottom 7. The pitch. Aller taking all the way, but that's in for a strike, 3-1. Three and 1 to Ella. Shackelford's pitch. Fouled back, 3-2. Ella might have chased pitch up high. 3-2 to the Bulldogs' second baseman. Shackelford's payoff pitch. Driven to center, but it's right at Asher, who makes a catch for out number 1. And that'll bring up Amber Schatz, who is 0 for 3. One out, nobody on. Ottumwa down to its final 2 outs, trailing 6-3. Game 1 of our doubleheader. First pitch. High, ball 1. One 1-0 to Amber. The next offering, up and in, 2-0. Hoover 6 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors. The 2-0. That's driven to center. Back is Asher, still going back, and it's up against the fence. Shots with Ottumwa's 5th hit. She has a 1-out double. And that'll bring up Jordan Pauls, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Get a courtesy runner for Amber Schatz. That'll be Ella Thompson. One on, one out. Got to have another base runner just to get the tying run to the plate. First pitch on the way to Jordan. That's a fly ball to right. Underneath it is Morris to make the catch. 2 down. Tagging and going to third is Thompson, but now Ottumwa's down to its final out. Ashland Sheets, the batter, a single, a strikeout, and a ground out, 1 for 3. And it will not be Sheets. Emma Strayer will pinch hit for Sheets. Strayer hitting .341 with 7 runs batted in. So Strayer is tasked with keeping the game alive here. Runner at third, 2 down. Ottumwa trailing 6-3 down to their final out. First pitch in the dirt all the way to the backstop. Thompson coming home. Slides in safely, and it is 6-4. One and 0 to Strayer. Still have to get on base. Now, if Emma can reach, you've got Sam Weeks on deck, and Weeks has the kind of power to tie the game. 2 out, nobody on, a run home. Ottumwa still down 2. The 1-0. Ground ball through the hole, left side, base hit. So Strayer keeps Ottumwa alive. First time all game, Ottumwa's had 2 hits in an inning, and here is Weeks, who is 0 for 1 but has 2 walks.
Now batting number 11, Sam Weeks. Out front, Sam. Drive it out front.
Weeks digs in. Righty to lefty here. First pitch. Pop foul back towards the screen. It'll hit the screen. Strike 1. Oh, 0-1 to the Bulldog third baseman here in game 1. Can Ottumwa find a way to get up off the deck here with 2 out in the bottom of the 7th? Still down 6-4. Tying run at the plate. The 0-1. Lined into right field. That's a base hit. Strayer around second on her way to third. The throw comes to third, not in time. Runners on the corners and 2 out. And that's important that Strayer gets to third because Ottumwa will likely have Sheets run for second here. And it's also at least somewhat likely that Hoover would not throw through. Maddie Hauk, the batter, 0 for 3, does have an RBI ground out. Tying runs on base. Winning run at the plate. Ottumwa still fighting. First pitch. Runner goes. It's fouled off to the right, 0-1. No balls and a strike. 2 on, 2 out. Ottumwa down 2, down to its final out, bottom 7. The 0-1. Hit in the air to center. Back is Asher, is there. Drops it! She dropped it! Weeks around third. On her way to the plate. The relay throw. Not in time. And improbably, Ottumwa ties it at 6. The final out was in and out of the glove of Caitlin Asher, who's made so many plays in this game. But the final play went lacking for Hoover, and Ottumwa is alive. A 2-run, 2-out error. And now the winning run is at first. No RBI for Hauk. The run's unearned, but Ottumwa will gladly take them. Addison Ransom, the batter, 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. Runner is not going, but the pitch is in the dirt, and Hauk down to second on the wild pitch. Now the winning run in scoring position with 2 out. My goodness. 1-1 to Ransom. Can the senior be the hero on senior day? Pardon me, 1-0. There's a fly ball down the line in left, foul territory, and the catch is made by the left fielder Royster to end the inning, but somehow Ottumwa gets 3 runs over 3 hits and 1 critical error, 1 left on base. Free softball going to the 8th, all tied at 6 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you, Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 8th inning. Wasn't sure we'd get here. Ottumwa 6, Hoover 6. Hoover 5 runs in the top of the 7th inning, but Ottumwa 3 in the bottom. The last 2 coming on a drop fly ball for a 2-run error. Ashlyn Sheets, who was pinch hit for in the bottom of the 7th, re-enters here in the top of the 8th to continue pitching. Seven, 8, and 9 due up for Hoover in the 8th, the same 3 that led off the 7th when Ottumwa had a 3-1 lead. They got 2 on with 1 out, and then the top of the order really did the damage. Ashlyn Sheets would much prefer to set these 3 down in order here and then let her offense try to win it in the bottom half. Haley Morris pops it up, first pitch, and it'll be the shortstop Ware between the circle and the second base bag making the catch out number 1. That is a big difference from when Morris singled the lead off that 5-run 7th. 1 down for Natalie Saldana. This was one of the key plate appearances in the 7th. Saldana was behind in the count 1-2 and then was hit by a pitch. And it will not be Saldana. Hoover will go to the bench and call on a pinch hitter here. Iman Mohammed, a freshman. Right-handed batter. First pitch. Just a little bit high, ball 1. Mohammed, a freshman, on the stat sheet only has 1 at-bat, 0 for 1. Now the 1-0. Showed bunt, pulled the bat back 2-0. Well, you do not want to walk her here. The 2-0 from Sheets. Bunted, third base side, fielded barehand by Weeks. Throw to first to Aller, covering in time for out number 2. 2 out, nobody on for the catcher Aubrey Hiskey, who has popped out twice and reached on a fielder's choice, 0 for 3. Ottumwa 6 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. Hoover 6 runs, 9 hits, and 3 errors. The last one the most critical of all. Ground ball to short, past the diving Ware into left field for a 2-out single. So Hiskey, who came in hitting just 174 with a base hit to keep the inning alive and bring up Elena Jarrett, who's 2 for 4, 2 singles and 2 runs scored. Boy, this is where Ashlyn Sheets could not get an out last inning. Jarrett singled, Royster RBI walk, Shackelford RBI hit, and Alexa Jarrett had the 2-run hit that turned into a 3-run play. First pitch in there for a strike to Elena Jarrett, 0-1. Runner at first, 2 down, top of the 8th, tied at 6. Ottumwa will have 9, 1, and 2 due up in the bottom half, hopefully needing only a run to win it. The 0-1. Fly ball to center. Hauk is there, makes the catch, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. Go to the bottom of the 8th, the run will win it. We're tied at 6 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs. You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 8th inning. Ottumwa 6, Hoover 6, game 1 of our conference doubleheader. In case you're just joining us, you didn't miss a whole lot until the 7th inning, and then you missed just about everything. Ottumwa led 3-1 going to the top of the 7th. Hoover scored 5 runs to take the lead 6-3. The Bulldogs got one back in the bottom half with 2 out. Had 2 out, bases empty, trailing 6-4. Got back-to-back singles by Emma Strayer and Sam Weeks, and then Hoover dropped what would have been the game-ending fly ball in deep center for a 2-run error to tie the game at 6. And now Ottumwa can win it with a run in the bottom of the 8th. Avery Frankie will lead it off. 1 for 2, an RBI single, the sacrifice bunt. Frankie to be followed by Ware and Aller. Before that 7th inning, Ottumwa, before Ember Schatz batted with 1 out, nobody on in the 7th, Ottumwa's top 3 hitters in the lineup had been a combined 0 for 11. Frankie takes a pitch up high from Meadow Shackelford, ball 1. Schatz's 1-out double started that 3-run rally. Here's the 1-0. Way high and outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch to Avery. Way outside, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. I'm sure Frankie taking all the way here. She is. And it's outside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk. The winning run on, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Jocelyn Ware is 0 for 4. I'm willing to bet she hasn't been 0 for 4 all season. First pitch on the way, shows bunt. Bunt is popped up and caught by Shackelford for the out. Frankie alertly getting back for out number 1, but a tough game at the plate for Jocelyn Ware. 1 down for Ella Aller, who is also 0 for 4. One on, 1 out. First pitch, down low, runner goes, throw down to second, not in time. As Frankie says, fine, I'll do it myself, steals second. Second steal of the game. And her 10th of the year. Now the winning run at second with 1 out, 1-0 to Ella Aller, who could erase a frustrating game 1 by driving in the game winner. Now the 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Tied at 6, runner at second, 1 out, bottom 8. The pitch. Letter high, strike 2 and 1. Frankie walked. Ware popped up a bunt. Frankie stole second. Aller with a 2-1 count. Pitch to Ella. In the dirt all the way to the backstop, 3 and 1, and now the winning run at third with only 1 out as Frankie advances on the wild pitch. 3 and 1, and now a fly ball that's deep enough would end this game. A wild pitch could end it. Any type of base hit or Hoover miscue. 3-1. In the dirt, ball 4. Aller draws a walk, brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa, second in the inning. And the batter, Amber Schatz, who is 1 for 4 with a double. Runners on the corners, 1 out. First pitch on the way. Called a strike in the outside corner. Aller runs to second. Hoover doesn't care. I was about to say the only way Aller matters at first is if there is a potential double play grounder. That's why she ran. It's second and third, one out, but tied at 6, bottom 8. The run at third, the only one that matters. The 0-1. High fly ball to center. Underneath it is Asher. Tagging is Frankie. There's the catch. Here's the throw to the plate. It is not in time, and Ottumwa gets up off the mat. Comes from behind in the 7th to tie it and wins it in the 8th, 7-6, over a very valiant effort by the Hoover Huskies. Bulldogs win it in extras. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and get you the Game 1 totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream, and boy, you never know what you're going to see at the ballpark. Ottumwa wins Game 1 over Des Moines Hoover here at Houston Field, 7-6 in 8 innings. It was 3-1 going to the top of the 7th. Hoover scored 5 to take a 6-3 lead. Ottumwa scored 3 in the bottom of the 7th to tie it, including the last 2 scoring on a drop fly ball with 2 out. Then the Bulldogs get a sacrifice fly from Amber Schatz in the bottom of the 8th to score a run without a hit in that 8th inning and win it 7-6. For Ottumwa, 7 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, 8 left on base. Ashlyn Sheets the winner, now 10-4. For Des Moines Hoover, 6 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors, 2 of them critical, 7 left on base. Meadow Shackelford takes the loss. The ballgame took 1 hour and 55 minutes. Ottumwa improves to 16-8, 11-2 in the Metro Conference. Hoover drops to 5-12, 5-8 in the Metro. Game 2 coming up shortly. On the radio side, we'll take a 3-minute timeout, then get your Radio Iowa News, Radio Iowa Sports. And on the video side, a few more great sponsors, and we will shut down the Game 1 feed, get the Game 2 feed up and running on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page, and we'll be back with you for Game 2 in just a little while. Bulldogs survive and win Game 1. Game 2 comes your way shortly on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.